influence, bro. So we all know Lil Durk. Um as I said earlier, you guys had like some issues in the past. I won't speak on that, but
Mm.
I know now he's facing some criminal charges. Some of it being they're saying that, murder for hire. And he has a lot of lawsuits coming against him now, being that FBG Duck's mom is suing him and
Mhm.
King Von's estate. How do you feel about these legal situations that affect the rap scene itself?
Man, I feel like that shit is weird, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, I'll be so you talking about all the cases that he caught, you how do I feel about them all? You know what I'm
Well, personally, I know he has a murder for hire, but on
saying?
top of having this murder for hire, we hear FBG Duck is now suing Lil Durk and King
Hmm.
Von's estate. Although we heard that it got dropped, but how do
Right.
you feel about just up being up right now?
I hate to that I really didn't like that the FBG Duck estate sued him. I think because I think that's a precedent we don't want to start. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
suing people because one estate like can like okay, so this is what I mean, bro. Like FBG Duck can basically, if we start doing this, then he can be sued too for all the guys who we lost doing his thing. He got a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's niggas, it's artists from our side that ain't as big as him. You know what I'm saying? So what if smaller guys started to sue his estate? You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Mhm.
if you had those type of things happening in this type of setting? It wouldn't be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you don't want to start set certain precedents, bro. Because once you start at that, then everybody gonna start. You gonna open up a can of worms, bro, that don't need to be opened up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I get with his mom. I think she the one brought the suit down. You know what I'm saying? I get what she trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And those type of things, but it's different ways. You know what I'm saying? You can't set those type of precedents, bro, because I read some of the stuff she claimed like they artists, I mean like they like Dirk and them and they labels benefited from this beef
Right.
with her son, but at the end of the day, those artists are bigger than your son as an artist. So how could people that are bigger than your son benefit more than your son do? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So your son and his label obviously benefited more than they did beefing with him.
Mm.
So honestly, because look, think about it, bro. If the bigger artists are beefing with a smaller artist and dropping his name and throwing disses at him, bringing him up, how does that not benefit the least popular artist more?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like how does a smaller artist dissing bigger artists do more for the bigger artist?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's your son benefited more than the people you suing.
Yeah. And in
You know
some
what I'm saying?
cases, I think some would say that FBG Duck also benefited from Dirks too, just because,
This is what I'm saying, bro. Because if
of
I'm
course.
if I'm the bigger artist, I'm the platinum selling 100,000 first week, number two album in the world type of guy, and I got an artist who bigger than you too. Not just me, but I got an artist who this you also that's bigger than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we targeting you, dissing you dissing us back, but it's doing more for us. Your popularity not as much as ours. You don't like, and this is not me. My feelings to no shade to Duck. This is a fact. Like you beefing with Lil Durk and King Von. They bigger artists than you. You know what I'm saying? They labels are actually bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like they got people backing them that you don't got backing you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you dissing them, you benefiting off them saying anything or even addressing you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they could play you like you not nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they actually go back and forth, entertain these beef, and yo that fuel your popularity.
Hmm.
That got more people coming on your page, bro. They is dissing you on songs with 50 million views.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got multiple songs with 50, 30, 70 million views. They talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's not really a way to really say they labels benefit off this beef with my son without saying my son benefited the most from these beefs with these big dudes. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? So I didn't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's you don't even want to start doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's we mixing street stuff in the business side. Like Doug a street nigga, folks. You know what I'm saying? He just made it out and he got a deal, but he was already into the smoke when he first started rapping. He was rapping, dropping diss songs. He wasn't rapping and like he
right,
one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a way. I also this is I think the murder for hire is terrible. I ain't gonna lie. I think it is, but it just show you like you could really be snatched up for like I don't really think from what they first was saying was it don't even sound like they got no evidence on him. Like it just sounded like a lot of niggas was just texting each other and talking about shit and then things got happened and like it, even with the second one they was bringing up that they was talking about it just sound like other niggas be talking to each other about things.
yeah,
Nobody is directly talking to him. They don't have him and nobody talking to each other about nothing that's going on.
right, right,
But like like when you hear about them, they always talking about like the planes and what he was going and all of that. But they, as far as the real charges, it's not no. From what I see, culpable evidence really even saying like, man, he said go do that. He paid for it. Like, bro, I don't see nothing. I don't even see niggas discussing prices.
yeah,
I don't see nobody with evidence they got paid to do nothing.
right, right,
You know what I'm saying? So it just show you like you could be really jammed up.
yeah, yeah. And speaking of jam, no point intended, but there's numerous rumors going around with internal conflicts with OTF, and they're saying that supposedly, allegedly, OTF jam is one of the reasons of this case being active right now because they're saying that he wore a riot. How do you feel about that? Do you know him at all?
I know Jim, but I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it took. It's a lot, bro. With the feds, I feel like as far as like who said what and all that, niggas just need to wait because like I don't really know how like everybody's saying that Jim. That's what's going on with Jim. I ain't gonna lie. That's what a lot of the people that blog or something like that. Yeah, that's what they said, but. There's not really no real proof. And Jam, by the way, denies this, folks. Like Jam ain't just sitting somewhere quiet about this. Like, and I understand, niggas gonna be like, what? Well, of course he gonna deny it. But I'm saying like Shorty real life is denying that he's standing on that. Like his stance on that is that's cap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting on it. I ain't seen none, but you know how the feds work, bro. You're not gonna know none they don't want us to know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's coming out right now. You know what I'm saying? Is what they are allowing to be hitting the streets. You know what I'm saying? What we really know, or what they really know, or what who really doing what, how the feds work, bro. The people that's fighting these cases won't even know until they really gotta go to trial. Like if you really force the feds to say, man, look, I'm not taking no cop out,
Yeah,
I'm going to trial. Cause that's how they got their conviction rate, bro. They kind of
scared
bend
them.
you into like to really copping a plea. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
few really even go to trial because they feel like they already cooked. You know what I'm
They're already
saying?
scared. Yep.
Yeah. So like the feds don't really got their conviction rates off trials, wins and losses. They got conviction rates off spooking guys into copping, into taking a plea. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm gonna just take some time. I ain't gonna play with them at trial. That's how they win most of their cases. So even them might not even know who really what going on until they really force them. Like that's how the feds work, bro. They will hide and redact things from you for until the very last moment that they can.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying? So whenever they really set the trial and they really push them to that point, we gonna get to finding out a lot. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I just don't have no opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really want to get to saying
right,
this and
right.
that about
In case,
nobody. Yeah, because
I
I don't
understand.
really know.
I
They
understand
they
that.
like I got bro, people. It's a lot of guys that go like they in the feds right now, and they all say that the same way. Like bro, the feds do go about they business so different. They hide people things from you. You won't even be knowing till you this close. Like you spent 2 years going back and forth to court. It's still stuff you don't know. Like they different, folks. Like it's different with them.
Right, right. And just the last question. I don't want to keep it up with this OTF because I know it's an open case still.
Hmm.
But as far as Jam, if he, allegedly, if it did come out that he was the person that ratted, would this be surprising because of his character? Because from what I researched by his character, he seemed like a, to the floor type of dude, like he's about his business type shit.
Jam is stand up, folks. So it'll definitely be surprising. He did 12 years. He ain't never did nothing crazy. So it'll be surprising for sure. That ain't him.
Right, right, right.